Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So I came to visit my good friend Wayne today. Well, hey Wayne.
Hey Gary.
Thanks for being on the channel.
Thanks for coming out in this cool day.
Cool weather, yeah. So Wayne, you've got a real pretty 37 Chevy 5-window here, and you've got an amazing shop. We're going to look at the shop in a moment, but tell us about this car. This is a beautiful 37 5-window. So what's in here for a drivetrain, Wayne?
It's got a 327 from 1969. I'm not sure if it's a car or a truck. It's got a 350 turbo automatic transmission, 57 Olds rear end with 342 gears. It's got power steering, power brakes, power windows, power door locks.
It's loaded.
Yes, I don't know if I call it loaded. Buckets from a 64 Impala. It's a nice cruiser. It's very dependable, and I get it out to as many show and shines and events that we possibly can in the summertime. So it's definitely not a trailer queen. It's got stone chips and some bruises, and it's used a lot.
And it's a businessman's coupe. It's just not, it's not a regular, it's a businessman coupe. So these are highly sought after. I really like the Chevys. You know, you see a lot of Fords. So when I see a Chevy like this, I really take notice. Now you were talking about the paint on this, Wayne. So this paint is over 20 years old.
It is. The car was actually built in Abbotsford, BC, in around the late 1990s, early 2000s. There was a gentleman that brought it to Saskatoon, and it had a couple of owners, and I bought it off of the second owner in Saskatoon in 2004, and I've had it ever since with just regular maintenance, and changed the wheels and the rims, and you know, a few little maintenance things, but other than that, it's basically the same.
If I remember correctly, it had like a spoked wheel on it when you bought it. Now it's got
nice, yeah, it had
nice Krieger on it.
Original true spoke spoked rims. They had basically 100 spokes on each rim. They were not fun to clean, but so they went to another guy here locally that's building a hot rod that should hopefully be done by spring.
Very cool. Can we look under the hood there, Wayne?
Sure we can.
So Wayne mentioned this is a 327, a 69 327, and a turbo 350. There we go. And it's carbureted. Yep.
It's got a Edelbrock 4-barrel.
Very cool. Very, very nice. And sorry, the buckets were out of what again?
64 Chevy Impala.
64 Chevy Impala. It looks very comfortable in there. It's nicely, it's tastefully, and there's power windows. There's everything in here. Very, very pretty car. Yeah, you get out to a lot of events. I just love the color on this thing. It really stands out in the sun. Hopefully you guys are getting the right color with my GoPro here. So now that we've kind of covered the car, I want to scan the room here. There's some interesting stuff in the garage here. Wayne has got a really super nice shop. We did visit Brett, Wayne's son, a few months ago, and when Brett comes by this pretty honestly. Very, very pretty garage. Now Wayne, you know, it might come as a surprise, but if you see all the Dragons posters, Wayne is a Dragons member. And you've got almost all the posters on the wall here. Let's start in the beginning.
Sure. So a couple of the older posters that I've managed to acquire is from the 23rd car show and the 25th anniversary car show in 1983 and 1985. And then I've managed to acquire from the 26th almost exclusively all the way up to the 60th car show.
Wow. That's a nice collection. When I was a member, you know, I did collect. I do have some of these on my wall, but I don't have them all. And Wayne, you've got, this is pretty impressive. Now there's one poster here specifically I like to share with you guys. So this is going later down the line. You've noticed here the 59th car show and then the 60th annual car show. So this was actually a car show that didn't take place.
That's correct. So 2 weeks before this car show, which would have been our 60th annual, we had to cancel due to COVID. So this poster was already made, it was ready to go. We had some out in stores and advertising for our car show, and we basically had to go retrieve them all because the show didn't take place.
Right.
So it is, if you have one of these that we sold at our 60th car show in 2022, hang on to it because they're extremely rare.
Yeah.
It's basically the show that didn't happen.
It might be a collector's item. That was the day Gene Winfield was supposed to be there?
That is correct. He was our guest that year. And then we also had a local gentleman with his 1970 Hemi Roadrunner that was going to be a special attraction. And so none of that happened.
None of that happened. But then we did get him for the following year. So this was the poster that followed. And this car show actually did take place.
That is correct.
And there you see Tracy Kurtzinger's Hemi Roadrunner in the corner there. Unfortunately, Gene didn't make it down for that show. But yeah, that is a unique poster. Wayne's got them all. This is a really impressive collection of the Dragons poster and memorabilia. He's got it throughout his garage and in his house. I really appreciate seeing this. I don't have one of these. This is unique. And if you do, then that might be a collector's item in the future, so hang on to it. There's one other thing that I really got to show you guys in here that's super interesting. Of course, there's some more. There's valve cover collections there. But this is really neat here. This is a diorama that Wayne's made of the garage that we're in right today. And everything is symmetrical in size. And we've even got the cabinets there that are right above us in this very garage. This is super cool.
It was a COVID project. There was nothing going on in the middle of winter, and it started off innocently enough and then morphed itself into what you see now.
Yeah, that is an exact replica of the garage that we're in today.
Including the fridge.
Yeah, and the fridge over there. And there we see it. The fridge, the cabinets, all the posters on the walls, everything is as you see it in this garage today. That's the coolest thing ever. What a neat project. Very, very cool, Wayne. Well, I appreciate you taking the time and sharing this all with us.
No problem.
It was real. I've actually been after you for quite a while to come over. Finally, we made it over.
Well, the timing is right because we just sold a house, and once we're done this video, I've got to take this all down and pack it up.
Yeah.
So the timing just happened to be.
And I'm glad you actually, thought of me and gave me a call and had me over, because that's really cool. I would have hated to miss this. What a cool place. Super cool car. Yeah. Very, very nice. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button if you see something you like in this video. Really neat collection. I was glad I was able to finally visit Wayne today and show you all this and share it with you. So thanks very much, and see you guys again.